Okay, today we're going to take a look at No Condemnation. There's really just a few parts that I want to focus on, mostly chord voicings. The first part is the intro, which I actually don't have written in the chord chart. I guess you could call it's written in the chord chart as the tag. It's on the bottom of page 1. And basically what it is a guitar riff that we'll be playing on the keys. And it's 2 chords. So the first chord it's an inverted D2. Okay. And the notes are A, D, E, and F sharp. Okay. And so this is actually played right hand only. We're not playing anything in the bass. And everything is pulsed on quarter notes. So the second chord would actually be an inverted C2. The notes are G, C, D, and E. And again, these are right hand only. So the intro would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just keep pulsing that. When the guitars and the bass come in, they'll actually be playing over the D2 and E, which makes it some kind of minor chord. I see the 4 here. Here would be a 7. Here's the root. Here would be a 9. The second chord would be the A minor 7 that we see. So here we got our C2 in the right hand, and the bass and guitar would be playing this A. So that's the intro. It's just... Okay, and so going on into the verse and the intro are very similar. There's just some added stuff at the ends of these verses. So verse 1 is actually pretty simple. It goes through 3 cycles of this. Then we're going to add a B minor to C major 7. Okay. So it goes... Alright, and so the B minor 7 is a B on the left hand, A, D, F sharp on your right hand. In the C major 7, we're going to play C in the left hand, B, D, E, and G in the right hand. Okay? Okay, and the next chords are A minor 7 to E over G sharp. And I actually play an A minor 9. I like this voicing a little bit better. But anyway, it's a A in the left hand, goes G, B, C, and E in the right hand. So with the same rhythm that we're switching these 2 chords, B minor to C major 7, we're going to use that same rhythm to go from A minor 9 to E over G sharp. Then we're going to go into verse 2. Verse 2 is actually really similar to verse 1 up until the last 2 lines. It has that same change from B minor 7 to C major 7. But instead of going to the A minor to E over G, it just does A minor twice. And then we add a C over D. And this C over D is a 4 over 5 chord that's actually going to take us to the 1 chord for the chorus. So we're going... Okay, and so that takes us into the chorus. Chorus is pretty self-explanatory. There is just one voicing that I want to go over. So we're going G, A minor 7 to D, and then this is the chord I want to talk about, is a D sharp diminished 7. It's D sharp in the left hand, and then your right hand is going to go C, D sharp, F sharp, and A. And it's a really dissonant chord, but it works well as a transition chord or a passing chord to this E minor. So from D to the D sharp diminished 7 to E minor works as a really good passing chord. Okay, the rest of the chorus is pretty simple. I would just say try to pay attention to the rhythm of the changes, because not every chord is played on a downbeat. So refer back to the track to hear what the rhythm is of these chord changes. Okay, and then you already know the tag, just like the intro, just like the verse. So the next part, if we go to page 2 of our chord chart, it shows us a little walk down, and it's labeled to bridge. So it's a walk down C, B, G, and E. Okay, and that's all it is. It's just walking down notes as a little riff to get us into the bridge. So this comes out of the tag, so it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that would take us right into the bridge. The first time the soprano sings the bridge, there is no piano in it. And it's just guitar playing basically the root notes of all these chords. And it builds up until the full band comes in. The bridge is pretty simple, but there is the last part that I really want to focus on. It's basically doing this progression twice. So it goes E minor, A over C sharp, D, B over D sharp, and it does it twice. But the second time when we get to D and then to the B over D sharp, it's going to change a little bit quicker, and it's all syncopated. Okay, and those three chords are syncopated, and they move with the lyrics. So it says, when we love one another, sister and brother, love one another. Okay. Sister and brother, love one another. Okay, that's the rhythm of the changes, moving with the lyrical rhythm. And then at the end of that bridge, there's a little riff. And I'm just playing octaves. It's A, B, D, and E, and it's just notes, no chords. So it sounds like this. This would be the whole bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the song continues. It does the bridge like, I don't know, 4, maybe 2 times with the band. And then it goes into this an a cappella bridge. Then we come in on the last bridge, which is written on page 2 of the chord chart. And so it's actually labeled bridge last time in parentheses. So this is, the first half is similar to the first bridge. E minor, A over C sharp, D, B over D sharp. And then this is where it changes. They play a E over D to a C over D, C, G over B, C, and then they do this little walk down. Okay, really pay attention to the rhythm on this last bridge. It's pretty complicated rhythm and it's really fast changes. I'll see if I can play it a couple of times, and just bear with me if I do mess up. I just figured out the rhythm and it's really complicated, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, really it's just that last line that's really difficult. Love one another. So it's a fast change from C, G over B to C. That's the last line of the last bridge. Love one another. Okay, and then the part that doesn't have any lyrics to it is... Okay, so it goes E minor, D, and then it's just another fast change like on Love One Another. It's G over B to C, and we kind of hang on the C for a little bit, and there's going to be 2 hits on C over D. And again, this is a 4 over 5 chord that's going to take us to the 1 to go back into the chorus. Okay. So just pay attention to that last bridge. Rhythm's really, really tricky. We'll go over it one more time. Here's the last bridge. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be the chorus, that G. Okay, and so the last thing we have to go over is real easy. We're coming right out of the chorus, last chorus, to show his love to the world, right? And then I have it written end notes are G, F sharp, and D. So that's G, F sharp, D, and then it ends on a C chord. So they go, and show his love to the world. Okay, that's the ending. Guitar, bass, drums, everybody plays that together. Okay, and make sure you're listening to the track to use as a reference for rhythm on that, because there is kind of a good amount of space between the last C that you play and then going into this ending with the full band. Okay, so in a nutshell, that is No Condemnation. I moved through it pretty quickly. Just really rely on this chord chart and use the track as a reference for rhythm. A lot of tricky rhythm in this song. All right, so thanks a lot. Bye.